how are you today? It's beautiful, but it's cold. Today it's raining. Went for a little run, but I got soaked, so I had to come back inside. So I look a bit 80s, I've realized, but that is not the look for today. Sorry. So the other week I did a video with the donkeys, Wonky and Donkey, and I did a rustic bronzy eye. But my editing skills then were a bit shabby. I'm going to recreate the rustic bronzy eye so you can get a bit of a close-up, and then I'm going to show you a really cool, fun way to wave your hair. And it's not what you're expecting. It's going to be with straighteners, but it's going to also be a very cool, fun technique. So stay tuned. So today's look is wearing a headband.
Yeah, baby.
Hair's on. Are you coming with? Let's go. Come on. Okay, ready for round 2. Okay, so damp your hair down a little bit if it's not freshly washed, and then pop in some heat protector. Okay, you done that? Remember, not too much water, you don't want to create a barrier, but you just want some heat protection before you go in with any straighteners. Don't forget 180 degrees, or if you've got GHD like mine, it's preset to the temperature, so just follow that. Here we go. Okay, we're going to create some body on the roots. Very important, don't forget your nozzle. Here we go.
Why don't you ever model for me, Mrs. Kensington?
You know how, Mr. Kensington.
Right, my nozzle blew right off there, but as you can see, it created amazing body. Okay, are you ready? I'm losing it. Totally losing it. I think I'm 80s ready now. Get the hair tutorial, this is today's look. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Okay, business time. No, really, I'm going to show you something really, really cool, so I'm just being a bit silly. Okay, so find your parting wherever you like, and I'm going to go ahead and do the one side, and then I'll show you how to do the other. Wow, how did you achieve that? Let me show you. First, I'm going to brush it out though, so you can see they're quite flat waves, and there's hairspray in there, so let's see. Okay, so the idea is to create a really cute textured wave, so that side is done. I do hair? Yes, I do. Okay, are you ready? So, you want to take quite thin sections. All of this off the way. So you spray, not too close. Now you're going to create an S or a U. Can you see that? Now you're going to tap where that shape is with the straighteners, and then you just put about 3 taps, and then you're going to tap. You're going to bend it the other way, make an opposite to U, and an S. Whichever letter makes it easier for you to see. Can you see that? And use the hairspray because that helps to set it. But you don't want to spray too close and make it wet and make it difficult to work with. You also need a very thin section so that it's also easier to manage and create your shape. And you also want to split it into 2. You don't want it to be wider than the barrel. And same with inside here. If you make it too thick, it's not going to actually penetrate with the heat properly. So you can brush first and then spray, or you can spray and then brush, up to you. And you can alternate your directions, or you can keep them in the same direction. That is also your choice. You might hear a little fizzle from the spray and the heat. That's okay, it's because it's wet, but it's not like you want it to make a huge amount of noise, otherwise you might be spraying too much. Okay, see, so it's too big, so I'm going to give it less. And get those ends in as well. see its stringy body as well. Can you see what I'm doing? So you're just bending the hair in a U or an S shape, whatever it is you may see. As long as you've got that roundness, keeping it flat between the straighteners, not taking sections too thick or too wide. So this is in the amount of hair and the size of your section. And then you're just continuing that bend around and around. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so quite a fun way to wave your hair, right? It's finished. I also like to spray the roots sometimes. Kind of like almost give it a gel effect there. Sleeker. And then you get more texture there, so you get shine and stick here, which gives it a nice variation. You can either use a brush, but you see it does make it go a bit fluffy, or a comb. Very textured, almost vintage wave. So let's make it more vintage. I know that looks out of place maybe to you, but I think it actually looks quite cute. On this side. So you see how spraying here just gave me that extra lift, and it's actually really quite set. So if you use a strong enough hairspray or a gel, it could last you all night for an event. You can of course make this more sleek and shiny and really properly vintage. I actually had a vintage look planned, so I'll still do it. This just is where it kind of went, I guess, the accessories and the feeling. So yeah, you can use the spray on your fingers and the shape that you've created the wave, and then you can kind of just tweak it and kind of enhance it, invigorate it in a sense, to sit where you want it to sit, place it. I hope you enjoyed it. Send me any questions, please, and thank you. And yeah, so I hope you could see the eyes a bit more now, this bronze, rustic bronze look. And because I think when I filmed it with the donkeys, you can't really see what I'm doing because both things like this, I really try. So that's why I brought you. Growing up, one of my uncles, one of my mom's best friends, he had a house full of Marilyn Monroe stuff, and I grew up just falling in love with her as an icon, a role model for women. Obviously she's stunning, curvaceous, natural beauty, and she's just very glam. So I guess with her influence as a young girl has fallen into my taste of what I love as an artist. So yeah, I really try to think of these things growing up, what influenced me, what inspired me, and how I got into hair and makeup. I do quite avant-garde, crazy colourful things, but I also really love glam, simple, elegant beauty as well. Friday night, dressed up with nowhere to go. Hashtag Instagram. Oh dear. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend and have some good rest, and hopefully the sun comes out, otherwise we'll be snuggled up